So, it's been a while. As you can probably tell by my inactivity, there's been a change of plans. A couple of months ago, I said that more Fortnite content from me would be coming out this year, around late June, early July-ish, but alas, none of it came. There's a couple of reasons for that, and I'm going to be discussing them now. First off, I genuinely don't like using UEFN. I know I could have still kept using Creative 1.0 instead, but I felt my projects could benefit more from the new features that it bring. A lot more of my older maps, I felt that I'm unsatisfied with them because I could have done a lot better if I just wasn't as limited by 1.0's toolset memory limitations. As for my actual problems with working with the engine, my main complaint is that it feels less cooperative than 1.0 to work with. The pushing changes and the loading play sessions, it really makes it feel like you're stuck in a loading screen for half the time you're making stuff in it. And sometimes the play session won't even load properly and it'll just boot me back to the lobby. With 1.0, I can just, go in, place a couple of props or devices, and call it a night. Now it just feels like I'm stuck here for hours trying to just get one little thing done. It feels like developing an actual game, and at that point, why not just make an actual game instead of making something for Fortnite? Though, a lot of this might just be my burnout with Fortnite creative in general speaking. I've been making these maps for a while. Even when I wasn't uploading them to YouTube, I was making them to play with my close friends because I thought it was a fun little thing on the side to put effort into because I enjoyed making them and I enjoyed writing a story for them. I even planned on making a full story explain video recently to explain the story before I started uploading my series to YouTube, but I couldn't bring myself to finish the script. Again, it feels like one of those things, if you do for a long time, you just get sick of it. However, even if I did have motivation to continue, I would run into my next problem. I just don't know where to take the story next. I feel that HBR 2 could have been a really nice ending for the series. Everyone gets to go on after being the big bad guy, and that would be it. However, back then, I just felt like continuing it for the novelty of having something already established that I made, to go and create in UEFN. Though I really had no idea where to take things from there other than a fresh start season in typical Fortnite BR fashion with a new island and maybe a few new mechanics or something thrown in. I had a few ideas, some really got far in development, even some footage that I'm showing now, but none really stuck. Also, it does not help that the project file I had HBR3 on when I was working on it got corrupted or something, and it crashes UEFN every time I try and open it. As for my real final reason I haven't been uploading my usual Fortnite creative content anymore is that I don't feel the same about the game itself anymore, especially with its most recent season. I have been enjoying the game as much to the point where I feel it makes me more frustrated and happy whenever I play it sometimes. Not to mention, one of the things I found most interesting about Fortnite besides the gameplay was the story. It definitely wasn't the best story in the world, but it inspired me to make something similar with my series of maps. HBR took a lot of stuff from Fortnite, from similar events to even characters from Fortnite showing up like Chaos Agent. However, now it feels like this game's story is seemingly either dead or just really confusing to the point where I feel like the people writing it are also equally as confused as I am about it. I don't feel like this game's story needs to be good. It's a battle royale game after all, it's not the main focus, but I feel like it should be at least coherent to the point where I can figure out what's happening in it. I could continue on with my issues I have with the game, but I'll leave it there. So, what now? Well, it's safe to say that HBR isn't being continued. I've lost motivation to work on Fortnite creative projects, as well as making Fortnite content in general. I have a couple of other projects in mind, but I'm not sure if the audience this channel has now would like them, as they have nothing to do with Fortnite. I just want to say, I don't hate this game, and I'm not quitting it. I just don't want to make content for it anymore. I'm sorry to anyone looking forward to my future projects in the Fortnite creative space, as I know it might be disappointing to hear, but I feel it's time for me to move on. If you got to this point in the video, thank you for listening to this all the way through, and thank you all for the support HBR got when it was being uploaded. I hope that you all will enjoy what I put out next, whatever it is. And until then, see you all next time.